Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream. Hi there, David, don't skip school for this, come on man, come on, don't be ridiculous. 796, there we go, and I'm definitely not playing Cookie Clicker in the background. Okay, that's unrelated, hold on, let me just pop a pill. I'm out of cups in which I can mix my coffee. So today we're just going with a caffeine pill. Simple as it could be. So, I've done some scripting for the video. And, hold on, I need this in the corner, there we go. I've done some scripting for the video. And I don't think we'll finish it off with our own file format. I feel like that will be left for the next video. Either our own file format or the way that computers actually operate with data. And then, and so on and such and so forth. So, values to strings to images. Let me think. Hi, the Grease Monkey. Hi, welcome. So, I have rendered a fair bit. Oh, actually, today we can do something pretty fun. We really can do something pretty fun. That's because right here is where we have this animation, which, if I'm not mistaken, should have rendered 1340 to 1500. It didn't. Oh my! I didn't actually render this because this is sideways. This should be, oh fudge. Well, I guess we're starting with an animation to render. Oh whoops! Hi, the time and hi. I blame you, make it. Of course you do. Okay, give me a second. Let me set everything up then. There we go. There, I'm on live chat. Can join because my uncle had open heart. It's fine. Grease Monkey, jeez, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. Listen, I understand that there are some things that are more important than streams, and your uncle's open heart surgery would in fact be one of them. It is absolutely fine. So, today, I'm sorry, that threw me off a bit. They give off free school days to guys who get qualified to National Olympiad. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Good for you, David, then. Good for you. Hold on. Reading data, right, that is the job there. I will need to wait a couple of minutes before the caffeine pills kicks in, okay? So, they're going from the 12 power, this is what it looks like in our new system. This is what the 16-digit number that's going from -4 power to 12 power, and this is what it looks like for our new system. Now, as you can see, the distribution is completely different, and it's no longer just a simple line. Instead, hi Safi, hi, welcome. My man, it was boring. I mean, I suppose that's a good thing. I guess if I was having a, I guess if I was having an open heart surgery, I would want it to be boring. That's probably a good thing. Whoa, I just got so dizzy. Hold on. Maybe I need to open up a window, put some light in. Woof, I just got really dizzy. Maybe some water would also help. This is an next to me. I'll probably be in almost every stream. Huh. I thought it would be like Dexter. Well, I've never had an open heart surgery. Growth mindset, maybe in the future, maybe one day, if my dreams come true. All right. So here's what I'm rendering right now. This is the points, where each point represents a different binary number. The higher up it goes, the more. Now, yeah, this looks more correct from what I've done last. The higher up the number, the higher the binary value, and then it is read in a very special way. I'll explain that soon. But first we need to render all the bits. Okay, so instead, it looks more like a cone. Why? Well, first let's stretch it out, having this line at the bottom. Instead of representing negative 10,000 to 10,000, let's have it represent. Now, this is 9-digit binary number, 2 to the 9th power, which is 512. Let's have it represent negative 500 to 500. Great. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Mas quando fucking do he's found how to do it, and by it I mean let's just say I mean shifting the bits. Why do those lines look like a log of computer efficiency? I have absolutely no idea. I can tell you why they look like they do, but I can't tell you if there is a link between them and a log of computer efficiency. I don't think that's actually the case. But yeah, this is going right to left if I'm not mistaken, because we have a number that we divide by another number. Does that actually, would that work? We'll have to see. No, my ankle is undergoing a second surgery, open heart now. I'm from the operation. Well, I truly hope it goes well. I really do. Okay, so this is going on, which means it's more boring now. As I wish, I don't know what to say. I haven't had all that many open heart surgeries in the past. Okay. We do have another thing to work on in the meantime, which is great. New field. That's the fields. The fields, the quaternions video. Oh, how lovely. Oh, how lovely. Oh, how lovely. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to paste anything. Rational, meaning I can't be because of the infinite, just simple as could be. The actual proof that is dedicated left out. The reader what I'd like to focus on right now is what happens when you take a rational number and add, subtract, divide, multiply, and look at them. From the differential every single time, we wonder what's the operation proof with the irrational number. Meaning we have a network of infinitely many rational numbers connected by its operations, but it's connected from numbers like p, e or square root of 2, pi e or square root of 2. If, however, you connect something like pi, then it will go to a new field. And so now to revisit it, the original definition should make some more sense. You take something in the field, operate another thing from the field on it, and you get another thing from the field. Simple. Now what about rings? And we do have to... Yo, Mike, do you play chess? I mean, from time to time, I am not great at chess. It's an understatement. Ring mathematics. Generalized fields. Okay. Yeah. Wait, fields don't have a zero, do they? Because multiplicative inverses have to exist. Or am I crazy? Hold on. Do they have a zero? No, they don't have a zero, yeah, because 0 times x equals 1. X doesn't exist. Right. That's a two-binary operation for addition. Satisfying properties analogous to those of addition and multiplication of integers. Okay. Alright. What about rings? Well, a ring is just a more general field. So, just like a ring would, just like a field has object in a field operated on another object in a field gives a third. Grease Monkey, what is happening? Don't ask me for advice. I am not the right person to ask for advice here. When you have a chemistry guide question, do you know what makes stuff soluble in water? What do you mean by that, David? Let's get some. Hold on. There we go, slightly more manageable. Alright. Oh, we've reached 130, 160 quadrillion, which is correct. Because right here we have 1382. Yeah, that's what we have to reach in order for it to be fully optimal. That's really crazy. Okay. Oh, but what else do you use it for? I mean, yeah. Grease Monkey, what the fuck did you just say? I'm just, you know, I won't even. Over another, give it a third object. The same principle applies to rings. The only difference is that the rings are more loose operations. The of blood. I mean, that's true. I've been asking for years, like, what do people use all that blood for, right? Like, most of it has to be redundant. For legal reasons. don't get rid of your blood. Need to exist. For me, ring is a set of two binary operations. A ring is endowed with two binary operations multiplication, such as a ring at building group with respect to additional operation, multiplication, or associated with the speed of the additional operation has multiplication. So to define the rings without requirement is called the structure defined with a ring with identity. Okay, so ring is just very general. Hi, the Remco. Can you get the moving Minecraft screen on the right for the ultimate Jane Z brain rot? This is for me. This is not for me. I mean, this is for me. This is not for you. This is for me. I'm not an addict. I can quit whenever I want. However, I need my cookie clicker on the side. It calms me down. Is there a reward for changing up the operation? Make it, are you okay? I'm thinking about a lot of things at the same time, okay? At this point, my language is on autopilot, and I'm actually thinking about this mostly. Is there a word for just getting rid of the commutative property of an operation? Because I'm trying to write in a joke into the video, but I need that word for it. Oh! That's phenomenal, actually. That was a phenomenal golden cookie. Donating money can be source of income or as you can make these more often. Ha! Theo! Theo, huh? I like the way you think, Theo, you know? I like it. You got a brain on you, you know? Okay, 1382. That's the current minimum we need to stay over. We wouldn't really... Oh, whatever. I'll see if I can... 85, this. Now let's do 63. 63, 224. That's 2.6, so we need to stay over 2.6. And buy a bunch of these upgrades now. Right, 95, 41, 4 quintillion. Okay, so we're a bit lower than the threshold, but it's fine. Income more than expense for doing it. It's tax in the year. Huh, Theo, I like it. Saul Goodman theme should start playing. I like it. Okay. Okay. How's the render doing, by the way, in the background? It's almost finished. Sweet. Please much quicker, just listen to me and do one quick will make much quicker. I don't know what DOAS is, David. I have no idea what DOAS is. What is the mathematical term for when you are generalizing something? Is that still called generalizing? When you are generalizing a concept? Make it unique to us, the only way you can succeed. No, Theo, because normally I have to pay for that stuff. I don't actually get paid. Generalizing abstraction. Is generalizing fit though? Because I have a pretty funny joke, but it will only work basically right here. I mean, it's not that funny. It's just mathematicians would call generalizing. But I'm gonna call it a foreshadowing. And the whole, you know, the entire video is about quaternions, which famously don't have a commutative multiplication. Haha, funny. So you can think about it this way. Fields are kind of like circles with a very rigid and strong definition, whilst rings are more like round shapes, which include their circles but also are more general and even include this gosh dang squircles, which I will not elaborate on. Why start with fields and then go to rings? Because I think fields are just better when it comes to explaining it. That's because rings are too general. Like the thing is, you know, the ring of identity whole thing. I think fields are just a better starting point. It's simple. And also, like, multiplication being commutative feels like an obvious thing until it isn't. Ding dong, your opinion is wrong. Unbelievable. Every single time I I saw every single time I saw different vector spaces, they have been described in terms of fields. Never rings. People never refer to any of these as rings, even though they could. Probably do is add math instead of math. As my heavily chipped secret by 100 all the buildings of Alves, another 100 temples. Hasn't by heavenly cheap secret by 100 of all buildings up to idle verses, another 100 of temples. David, does that look like I can buy idle verses to you? I'm pretty certain these are JavaScript consoles and only then idle verses. Yeah, you know what? Mods, kill David right now. Kill him. Kill him. Obliterate him. Rings to group and then to set a graphic or something. Actually, I'm gonna journal. We should only use sets. You know what? We shouldn't even use sets. I feel like we should only just use. Fuck, I'm trying to come up with something more general than a set. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Okay, having pulse kicking in. Good. Now, right here, this should have rendered. Sweet, lovely. What is next? What next do we have? 15 to 650, which, if I'm not mistaken, 1650, that was the camera going in, correct? The middle one? The middle one, sweet. We won't have it just yet. We will move it forward to 16, where we'll drop this down to 17-ish, I guess, and this will be 1580. There we go. Now what we need to do is we need to stretch it out so that... Oh, the negatives work as well. How lovely. Should I do be in stream or give blood? I don't want to leave the stream. Fucking hell. Okay, now... What I was saying, right, we need to stretch this out, which means that instead of it being from a 0 to 10,000, we want it to be from 0 to 500. Which, if I'm not mistaken, that should be it. That should be enough. Let's see. Let's see. Wow, I am incredible-ish. Why is this going into the negative? Huh, never mind. Delete that. Did I not offset it backwards? Hold on. I'm sorry? Wait, what? With 10,000, nothing ever changes, right? Oh, it is changing. Oh, do they... Oh, they compound on top of each other. Okay, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. Which means now if we switch this back to be 500, like this. Okay. So we need to bring this down to 0 and this to 1. Alright, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Which means keyframe this, keyframe that, and then keyframe... wait, no, backwards, damn it. This should be 0, then this should be a 1. And this should be a 0. There we go. And now all of the points are moving so that they no longer represent a range of 0 to 10,000, they represent a range of 0 to 500. What's your favorite plague, bubonic? That was quick. You had that answer ready, Remco. This is not the first time you're answering that question. This is not the first time. 10,000 divided by 500, that's 20. Mistaken, so times 20. I know it's more concerning someone opening with what's your favorite plague or Remco having a favorite plague. As I mentioned, this is not the first time Remco got that question. He's been ready. Oh, I haven't. Oh, damn it, I forgot to click the golden cookies. Oh, why haven't any of you reminded me? Damn it, I was actually productive instead of playing cookie clicker. Damn it. Alright. Now, we are stretching this out. However, what make it? However, what? We need to fix it up so that... fuck. Okay. Can I just do... mix... color? No, wait. Yes. What would be the difference between them? This one's dimmer. Why? I'm actually fine with this. There we go. Now this will stretch, and what we want is we want to add a flat rate. Which right here. What do we want that flat rate to be? We want that flat rate to be the distance, which means this power squared, like so. There we go. And now into a color ramp. And we want it to be slightly... I'm sorry, what? Why is it there? This is the center. Am I crazy? I mean, I am, but, you know. Why is it only... Wait, what is happening? Oh, is it because I'm offsetting beforehand? Wait, no, you can't offset the function this way. What is happening? That's madness. Mickey's getting addicted to being productive. No, never! Thank you for reminding me to play Cookie Clicker, actually. Still no golden cookies. You pay to have a full pack of Oreos dipped in ranch. I would charge for people to give me Oreos dipped in ranch. I wouldn't pay them, I would charge them. Okay, mathematics. Let's think about this. We have the x. What does x squared look like? With nothing there. X squared... Oh, that makes sense. We need to add 0.5, correct? Or subtract 0.5, actually. There we go. Now it's in the center. ish. Should be at the very least. You'll better appreciate the work I put into these videos. There we go. Perfection! Multiply 1 0. There we go. Now I can go back to playing quicker. Make it, you should change from a clown to a Goku. I could. I could actually make it Goku. I have not made him make it Mask. That is a phenomenal request. That is a pretty good request. Unfortunately, I only take requests from the Patreon channels on Discord. It's a rule. Alright, so now that's rendering. How long will it take? 15 or 5, 10 seconds, so like 15 minutes. Fucking hell. Okay, back to scripting the Quaternions video. Gosh darn squarecles. Okay. And so now. Hi.
How's your day?
My day is pretty good. I know, I'm still waiting for caffeine to kick in fully. I'm pretty sure Maker's best friend is Make It. I am vain. That is true, yes.
Mine fucking horrible.
Why?
So I woke up and like
well, first
I
mistake.
Thought I can just... No, listen. I would have worked 5 fucking seconds and went back to sleep, and that was a mistake. Because half an hour after the fucking headache kicked in anyway.
Well, that's a mistake.
And
that's why I never wake up.
Fucking dying, man. You're taking the fucking pills. God fucking damn it. It was so fucking bad, man. Can't fucking cheese the system. God damn it.
Oh, it went sour. Alright. Hold on. Papa needs to think. 4 quintillion. So we have 700 quadrillion over the thing. 310. Oh, I can spin on this. I shouldn't yet. Instead, I could go top down. Yeah, let's not do it too efficiently. The point is 340 quadrillion. There we go. Now let's see. 102. That's 4.2. All right. Okay. And let's look at some of these rings more in depth. All right. I am gonna depend on just a list of different mathematical rings because I don't want to actually check if positive integers are a ring or not. I'd rather just see. Would we happen to have a list of, well, special kinds of ring? No. Construction basic concept, basic examples. Cumulative rings. Well, that's obviously non-rings. I'm sorry. Are non-rings rings? Because if they are, then the name is rather misleading. Since it's not even a group, yeah, for instance, there's no natural number which can be added to 3 to get 0 as a result. There is a natural way to enlarge to a ring by including negative numbers to produce the ring of integers. Okay. Right. Semi-ring. Why? This always annoys me when we're like, you have a mathematicians, for goodness sake, stop changing the names just to add different exceptions to the rule. You so badly don't want to be perceived as chemist, but you do this chemist thing where, oh yeah, quaternions aren't a field, they are a semi-field or whatever that was called. The something field of quaternions, where it's not actually a field, but it's still called a field with an asterisk attached. Oh yeah, natural numbers aren't a ring, they are a semi-ring. Why? Just let it not be a ring, let it die. I'm fine. It's whatever, I don't care. Integers. Integers I'm only gonna chuck in here as a first example, it's gonna be just seconds. Make it. How's the sugar lamp on up there doing? Sugar lamp? I don't have any. Unfortunately. I spent it all on thingies.
The only sugar thing, I have a sugar daddy.
could you like give me their number or something? I'm interested in striking deals. I have a solution. Get one of your patrons to temporarily rename themselves as the mask and request them to request it. Mask it. That's not with me. You're gonna have to beg the patrons for that. That's not my call to make. Listen, we are very classist here on the Make It server. Make It, you want the sugar daddy? Heck no. I want to make a deal with a sugar daddy. If they have enough money to just throw around for people to be their sugar daddy, you know the bargains I could strike? Honestly. It's an amazing business opportunity. Hell yeah, I'm looking for people like that, obviously. First, starting with integers. We all know what integers look like. Next, there is rational numbers. And the given channel, which is the patron channel, right? Did you all let me see? Oh, I've even been pinged. Meg, I think you should change the hood. This opinion was revealed to me in a dream. Oh, Theo, what a phenomenal idea. I should do that, I agree. No, let's do it right now, actually. Why not? I am curious, though, if Goku, like, 3D model is... It should be available for free online somewhere. It has to be.
Goku in your video, oh god.
No, I'm not putting Goku in my video. I'm changing my stream self to Goku.
Oh,
Listen, the clown was your idea. I did that. I've had it for, I think, a month at this point. It's about time that we change it.
don't tell me it's been a month already, please.
I think it might have been even longer than a month, actually. When was... Hold on, let me see. When was the clown? 772. Almost a month. Yeah.
Oh my god. Flies, please.
But I have been a clown for longer than that. Okay, template 2. No, that's the wrong template. Template... Depressed kid. Template 1. No, that's also wrong. Template. I'm an idiot. Just template. Template. Alright. Go, kids!
Just add Goku just like in the corner of, you know, the distance.
No, I'm gonna make Goku make it. Like a normal person would. Now, the question is how... Because I can... Damn it, the only thing I can imagine it working is if I do it the semi-lazy-ish way, unfortunately. That's the only way I can imagine it.
Isn't that the way you do everything?
Well, first of all, shut up. Second of all, the way I imagine it, it would look really well, but it would look also lazy, is if I just replace the hair with just Goku. And then
I think
when
that'd be pretty good. Like, I mean, the clothes wouldn't take too long, no? Like,
I mean, yeah, but I don't think they would look good. That's the problem. I mean, I can change the coat to be orange. Like bright red orange. Hold on. The way I'm gonna do it is... I'm gonna do it the clever way, because I'm smart. By that I mean separate X, Y, Z. Now this is X, Y. So let's do color ramp. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it the... Oh, I am. That's exactly what I meant. There we go. This, my beloved intents, and one secret intent, which is a genuine intent, is what was called a mask in the business. This is called a mask, and the reason why we want it is because now we can do mixed color, and we want that code to be, wherever it is white, we want it to be orange. Where it's black, we want it to be the default color. Which means now if we mask it, with 0 being the default, and with 1 being the bright orange, then we can use the mask to mask it, and there we go! We have the default code plus the orange, which is exactly what we wanted. There we go! Here's my quick tip. Alright, now we have this. Don't look at the back, alright? The back doesn't matter. Just don't focus on it. I could mask it even better, but I just don't care enough to do it. Now what we want is actually removing this would probably work well. There we go. And now we want the hair. Now, how are we gonna do the hair? Is each strand separate? They are. That's good. That is not bad. Because the best way, I think, to do the hair would be to separate the strands. This might be a bit of a mess. Alright, yeah, let's try it. If I separate it off, does it still follow the parent rules? It does, great. That's because right now what we can do is we can just... It's a bit thin though. I kind of hate this. This kind of garbage. Ideally, we'd like to somehow solder this to the floor, keep it in place, and then rebuild it around the base. Which we could just do mine just from the start. Huh. Wait, 500, we can 430, which means we can spend 900,000 right now, which we are going to do. There we go. And this. Yeah, let's, as much as I hate to do it, let's straighten it out a bit. There we go. And now we're going to move it upwards. I know it looks funky right now, but we can make it look right. This could actually work already. Yeah. If only you could actually customize something like his IRL, I wouldn't be 167 centimeters. Acceptance is important for the looks though. At least that's in my case, because at least that's what I tell myself, because I'm too lazy to change my appearance in any way.
You're so lazy.
What?
You're like the least fucking lazy person I know.
You'll be surprised. This. I am lazy. I'm just also desperate. Those two things work wonders together. There we go. So what we want to do is we want to keep the base in the same place and just rebuild everything else around it. That looks terrible. That looks absolutely fucking terrible. This way. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Do we have any more single strands of hair? We do. Great. Oh, Oddkit 2, my beloved. This is awful. I don't like it. I don't want to make it Krillin though, so. Alright, I shouldn't give myself more extra labor for absolutely no reason at all, so I am going to just look up, before we go on this wild spree of me modeling Super Saiyan hair for no reason, Super Saiyan hair 3D model. CG Trader maybe? Yegi, no. SketchFab is fine.
Just look up Goku hair, probably. Or just Goku.
I could, but this is not the one I'm looking for. Why are the cards here? This is just an image. This is just an image. There is another way to do it, but I would need to remember how it's normally done. Because there is a proper way to do it. And that is with curves, if you use a Bezier.
Like a 3D.
Time to do it the proper way. Which is like this, then... No, it wasn't offset, it wasn't extrude, it was depth. There we go. And then this. There we go. Alright, subdivide. Yeah, now I can work with this. Just have it be darkish brown. Perfect. Straw Hat make it when? I've already done that one. It was the roped up farmer. I am not repeating my past regrets. This could work as hair, especially if we bring up the original one. We give it the hair color. This looks like a horn, which I mean is more. We haven't had the devil make it yet. Well, that one will have to wait, I suppose. Devil make it would go. Oh, Loki devil make it. We haven't had a devil make it, no. Oh, jeez, that is regrettable, truly.
Evil make it be like.
Evil make
I
it
will
be
not
like.
explain this.
Evil make it be like. And right now it's time for the waves video. Evil make it be like goodbye no one and no, I'm not doing this, but this, then we need, then, well, as much as I hate to say it, we need it to be a bit longer. I kind of only want to make the front look presentable in any way, and the entire rest just have it be hidden out back.
The back.
Yeah, absolutely nothing there.
Plastic.
There's still a bit too much hair with this going on, unfortunately. I can't really remove it, because then it also looks terrible. Devil make it cry! Make it gear of vengeance.
It's just you in a fucking plastic chair.
Dante, you need to lend me a hand, or whatever that virgin said. Dante, it's me, virgin. I love Devil May Cry. It's my favorite movie. So terrible. I kind of want to leave it like that, because then we can just do the Super Saiyan, which we're obviously gonna do the Super Saiyan God. Like, let's be reasonable. I love this. Okay, this is so dumb. Now, all we need to do is cover it up a bit more in the back. It looks so awful. Oh, this is great. I've outdone myself. This looks like Make It But He Got Shocked by Electricity. I can guarantee you I am always shocked by electricity. Make It But Shocked by Electricity is just my normal Make It look. Right, medium point, that is what we want, because right here we want this one to make it a bit smaller. Although I do have to say, Make It May Cry is another tempting pick. The Make It's. Right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Go.
For the next one.
So
Where
dumb.
you can like actually play through the fucking game.
This is so absolutely terrible. If I keep it transformed like this, will it work? No, it won't, obviously. Alt P, clear parent transformation, and then we need to obviously do it to the bone. But the bone. What bone now? There we go. And obviously, I know this is not Dragon Ballish, but we do need the eyes to glow. I mean, come on.
You do have the balls. You have the dragon card.
This is so dumb. You can have normal heaven looking at the laptop. I know, but this would be a bit more difficult to make. Because then, basically, what I would need to do... I would need to bring back all the hair I've removed. Which I kind of already committed to this.
I feel like hair is pretty important to look, you know, like Goku.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have a bit of a different hair because I changed it and I'm too lazy to change it back now. There we go. Perfect. To avoid copyright infringement, this is not... Let's just say that the reason why I look like this is because I want to avoid copyright infringement. Let's call it snake ball. That's what it's gonna be. Oh, not the cookie chain, damn it! Cookie chain is awful when I'm doing other stuff. Alright. Snake ball, so texture, coordinate. That's okay. And then we'll need vector math. Distance from 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. We need to remove this volume. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now color ramp. And have it backwards. Sweet. And then... let's do... wait a minute, I haven't seen it in our channel. I haven't seen it yet, no. I kind of just started the stream. Noise texture, why not? Multiply. There we go, and then this. Right, now right here, I'd like to remove everything. Mask ball, let's call it. Emission orange. Alright, now shading, let's reduce it from 100 to something a bit lower, like maybe a 10. And then right here we can increase this. Then right here we can get the EQR to be a bit closer to 1. The time spent was so not worth it. But hey, at least now we have the make it balls.
I appreciate your balls.
Perfection. Make it. Why you called make it? Why you called make it? That's a good question. Because you can make it happen. Yeah, because we need to make make it make sense. So you know. All right. What's the date today? 796. I kind of like the idea of them glowing as well. There we go. Knockoff Dragon Ball make it. Great. It's perfect. Now give me a second, I need to put it in place. Hi Detha! Hi, welcome! You've joined in at the perfect time. I am declownizing. I am no longer going to be a clown.
Well, let's not go to that far.
I'll no longer be a clown in the corner.
Which means you will no longer look like a clown.
Hold on, because the thing isn't reworking for some reason. Authorize. Yeah, you've already asked me this. There we go. This. And there we go. That is so dumb. There we go. Perfection. We have this looks terrible. All right then. So I do have to say that instead of turning into Super Saiyan, turning into a Super Saiyan God, I like it. Nice touch. Okay. Now, back to the actual animations I was making. This, in which, great. Now we can zoom in onto the thingamajig. 600s. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we can zoom in and we can figure out what's going on exactly, which will be the point. Now, 114 gives us 47, which means we can spend over 2. That's great. There we go. Now 179. What does that mean? 7.5. Okay, which means we need to make it back. Oh, 10 fractal engines wouldn't be bad either. Which means we need 13 quadrillion right now. No, 13 quintillion, sorry. That's Super Saiyan God, okay? Not Super Saiyan. Come on, everyone knows the difference.
Yeah.
What's more, that's the mastered Super Saiyan God, which means that's not the one for which they need 5 different Saiyans to come together and give all their power. Actually, this is the one that's mastered, which means that's why it's not red, only blue. Jeez, honestly. You are so uncultured.
Dragon Ball, did you?
I didn't what?
You did not watch Dragon Ball?
Do I sound like someone who hasn't watched Dragon Ball? Oh no, I love... Come on. How would I know then that you need 5 Saiyans, I mean... Oh, actually no, I think it was Super Saiyan as well. 5 Super Saiyans in order to get the Super Saiyan God, huh? In order to fight Lord Beerus? Yeah, take that, liberal.
Don't they just make shit up on the fly?
Not really. I mean, kind of, but not really. Like the
you have
Super Saiyan God, yeah.
5 million power. I have infinite power. No, now I have infinite power. I win.
Okay, actually no, because when a bit of a spoiler, but actually Goku was about to win the ultimate tournament with the Ultra Instinct, the Mastered Ultra Instinct, which is like the highest power level, but he couldn't do it because his body couldn't handle it. So instead, they actually won with the power of friendship. So take that, liberal. The thing is, they foreshadowed the Ultra Instinct on the very beginning of the show with whatever the name of the angel was. He was like telling Goku that, oh, actually, you need to let your body fight for you, or whatever. And then in the ultimate tournament, whenever Goku was in a pinch, he was winning using the Ultra Instinct. But during the final fight, he almost won with the Ultra Instinct, but his body couldn't handle it, so he just, well, he was about to lose, but then Frieza came in, and basically using the power of friendship, they've beaten the final guy. I am not shitting you, by the way. Anyone here can go and check for yourself if you want. Over 100 episodes of build-up. That's my favorite fact about Dragon Ball. I might fall asleep. I think for you, hopefully, but yeah, evening will work. It's fine. Go take a nap. Now, data. So they look like this. Okay, so we need to wait for this to render. So I will be right back. Give me a second. Okay, here I am. This is what they actually... Okay, no, wait, that's the end of the video, which is not what we want. We want the end of the reading data chart. There we go, great. Now we can zoom to these dots to actually see what they mean. Here we go. Well, the Angel's Wish. Thank you, Balin. Thank you. Yeah, it was Wish. Most Digimon as a kid, Dragon Ball was kind of lost to me. Dragon Ball is perfect for when you are... Listen, I know that's something that a lot of you can relate to, and I'm not speaking from experience, right? I'm not saying it from experience. But Dragon Ball is a perfect show if you are animating for like 8 hours a day and need something to play in the background where there is a lot of like suspense, but at the same time you don't have to pay full attention to it. It's a perfect show. Now, I'm not saying from experience, you know, I'm just saying that if you were in that kind of situation, it would work really well. Alright. I'll leave the analysis for when the animation finishes rendering, and then we'll do the analysis on stream. I know, thrilling, am I right? Absolutely thrilling. And instead we'll just go on to rational numbers. Numbers are exactly what they sound like. That you can express as ratios. Multiplicative inverse doesn't exist with integers. That's why, yeah, that's why they can be a ring. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this bit backwards. That's because with integers there is something interesting to mention. Dwell on that, but to mention is that integers are a ring but not a field. That's because fields require something called second, I'm drinking some gay coffee. Who among us hadn't? Am I right? Gay coffee, yeah, Tha, gay coffee. You mean to me you've never drunk gay coffee? Jeez. And I consider you to be cultured, Tha. Unbelievable. I guess we could just make prisms. Wait, what? That's for prisms. Oh yeah, because prisms have this screwed up color thing, right? Yeah, this is the third upgrade of prisms, but it looks like the first one. I remember now. Every coffee I drink is gay coffee by induction. I've never drank enough straight coffee then. Well, that's the problem. That's what happens. You know, these liberals nowadays, they only drink gay coffee and then they're wondering. C divided equals A, which just simply cannot happen. Integers. We know. A times B equals C. You also need some kind of multiplicative inverse, which when if you multiply a number, it returns you to 1. So A times inverse A equals 1, which simply isn't the case for integers. This came behind you. A bit of black coffee would kill you, gay. I have been told by a lot of people that they always assume I would drink black coffee. I take offense to that. You know what they say about assuming? Hold on, I need to click some more because I have a powerful double boost right now. Having coffee does make you more awoke.
You ain't wrong there. You really not gay little coffee? Oh god, you fucking... I literally just stream, your hair looks so fucking bad. What the hell?
Well, okay, shut up, okay?
That is not what I imagined you would do.
No, you are unbelievable. Mods, kill him now. I don't care, Catman's on the voice show with me, just kill him, find a way. Add the neurotoxin to his coffee. He's not fragile
Yeah.
to walk.
Add estrogen to my coffee.
I think your hair is beautiful, make it. Thank you, Tha. Thank you. That's so nice. Unlike someone else I could mention. Oh yeah, the caffeine pill kicked in right now. I can tell now. Yeah, all right. Remove the extra on his body. Just gonna always have milk and sugar though. All the day are totally depending on what you know what I do have to say. Black coffee. It can be good. It can be, but it is my genuine opinion that in most cases, black coffee is just the simplest example of toxic masculinity you can find. Because most people who drink black coffee, they don't actually like black coffee, nor are they drinking good black coffee. They have just been told by society that a coffee milkshake that actually tastes good, that has sugar and has milk and stuff like this, they've been told that that's not real coffee, and as such, they feel the need to fit into society by drinking black coffee. That's the truth. That's the truth that the liberals don't want you to know about.
Isn't like people who go to gym fucking eat pure protein with no fucking seasoning whatsoever?
I mean, eating pure protein, that's just cost-cutting measure. You know how expensive water is nowadays.
Okay, you cannot be like this.
Do I seem like someone who goes to the gym? How would I know?
Yeah, he's actually ripped, which you didn't never see.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen my desktop background. That's me. That's just literally me.
Sure.
Qualify as the minimum. Next are the rational numbers. Real numbers do include negatives, don't they? They have to. Which is a pickle, because I kind of wanted to introduce negatives separately. Well, I still can. Sleight of hand kind of thing. Okay. Welcome back, Grease Monkey, welcome back. Regarding coffee and Twinks. Aye, Thabton. Coffee ain't tasty if it's bitter. That depends. No, because you can have good black coffee. I have had good black coffee in my life. Whenever I go to an expensive restaurant with friends, I usually order black coffee because I cannot afford anything fucking else on the menu. And those are pretty good. Those really are. I have been to one good one, and they had pretty good black coffee. I liked it. Because it's not really bitter in that sense. It's not really chemical kind of bitter. It's just like chocolate kind of bitter. And that's really good. Again, Rebels and they were waking up at 1 PM. Ah, oh, damn it. Oh, we'll get a lot of this woke liberal in the chat. Math stream, is that the Reblax reference? Hey, Reblax, integers are a ring, correct? Just a quick check. If I'm not mistaken, quick check if you don't mind, because I'm too lazy to look it up and you're here already. It goes integers, which are then rational numbers, real numbers. These are all rings, correct? H, because mathematicians fucking hate reason, and O. Them's all rings. And also, this is not a ring. Like this is not a ring. This is propaganda. Yeah? Okay, good. By the way, Reblax, oh yeah, hold on, because earlier on I was complaining about mathematicians. This is good, because now I can complain about mathematics in front of a mathematician. Reblax, why do mathematicians have this thing where you like hate exceptions, right? Like, you look at chemistry with all of their silly exceptions and like, oh yeah, if you have so many rules in your exceptions, why even bother to call them rules? But you fucking create the concept of rings, okay, and then when natural numbers don't actually fit the rings, you call it a semi-ring? Don't call it a ring then! It is not a ring! Unbelievable. If a ring needs to be associative. We don't call it a ring, we call it a semi-ring. Don't push me. Octonians explain mathematics tag and change. Do octonians form a field? Obviously not. Quaternions don't even form a field. Yeah, the field must be a product. The multiplication is this problem is often make it flexible. Usually the definition of ring also goes the quaternions are not being a division ring. The usual definition of a ring. Usual definition. Oh, you mathematicians, you really like to push me. Okay, there we go. If something is a table, you call it a table. Yeah, but you don't call chairs semi-tables, do you? Fucking honestly. You don't call cars semi-bikes. But holy fuck, semi-trucks actually do exist, don't they? Wow, I just got owned so fast. I just got owned inside my own argument.
Owned by a liberal media.
Yeah. Okay, data. We got there. Now we can start interpreting this. So, why is this a shape? Well, that's because, first of all, x divided by 0 equals 0. That is my axiom here, right? You can disagree. Well, you can try to disagree, but you will fail because I just defined it to be true. So piss off. And as such, we have basically... we have our number. Let's call it B, big B. And then this is the equation. The usual definition of a ring, because dealing with non-associative things, is something usually avoid at all cost. But still, the usual... You know what? Ain't got the time for that in this economy. So, the equation for the number we get is B divided by B times... Wait, no, B bit shifted to the right. Sorry, this should be actually different. B bit shifted to the right 15. B bit shifted to the right 15. Then this gives us the sign, that's correct. Then we have B and I mean, this equation will be just a tad big. if I do it like that. So I need more space. This be undid with that. Then that bit shifted to the right. Bit shifted to the right by 7. And that divided by B. And 1 bit shifted to the left by... Oh, there should be 16. 1, no, 15, that's good. To the left by... Wait, 15? Leave one space. Second, that's a 1, so 16, that's correct, okay. Bit shifted to the left 8 minus 1. This should be the equation if I'm not mistaken. I think. So yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this would be the equation for our interpretation of the data. Which gives us this. So right here, going upwards, we have the typical binary integers coming up, and going left-right, we have the number line. Now, where do we begin? Well, first we have this line, which is just every single number that ends with simple zeros. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to... First we need to reiterate everything in the script. So here we go. First, let's start by remembering what everything means. Left to right, we by or even by we have what a number, what value our number presents, starting at 0 and up. We could set it up as a... That's a good idea. We could set it up as a geometry nodes. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Because set up, that actually would be really fucking clever and good looking. Kind of like me, honestly, in that regard, yeah. Alright, let's set it up as geometry nodes. We're gonna have two boxes. First of all, we're going to have the binary number. So this. Ah ha ha ha. This is gonna be rough. And actually require a fair bit lot of setup. That's because Hold on, everyone, make it easy to think. Take the 7, triangulate the trajectory, the Laplace transform of the Fourier, then Riemann zeta, add this, conjecture, apply the theorem, then transform the matrix. That could work, that could in fact even work. Alright, so, right here, we have 13 by 14. 13 up, 28 sideways plane. That's what we need. Which means... Grid? Is it really grid? Okay, great. Which is 13 by 28. That's the size of our grid. We can get rid of this one. We don't care about it anymore. Great. I'm sorry, why is it going... Oh yeah, because it's parented, isn't it? Okay, well... Alt P, Alt G. Perfect. Now... Fudge. Transform geometry. If I'm not mistaken... And hopefully I'm not. 6.5. Why are you going forward? Oh, jeez, that's why, of course. 6.5. Okay, I am not mistaken. Wowza, wowza, wowza. This is correct so far. This is what we're looking for, in fact. Now we can get rid of this. This would be a very advanced animation. Second still a good deal, huh? Alright, compare this. So width first. This is what we want. Now, we do want this to be background, that's correct. And then if we increase this, that should increase the size. It's not increasing the size, in fact. What did I... Oh, I was working on the... Damn it. Not what I meant at all. What I meant was the background. The internal crypt was empty. Height with compare. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Texture coordinates separate. True question. I guess don't buy X, they will them into existence. 95 cents, 95 euro cents for a liter of oat milk? What? That's madness. That's the same as milk. Huh. That's a really good price. That is a really good price. Rather improved, I know. Damn! Damn! Theo, wow. Alright, divide by what? What is the top one number? 65,536, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, no, multiply. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, what's happening? Is it just all this? Okay, it only starts increasing at 30,000, which is worrying. What's happening? Is it going from negative? This should be a 0. It's not a 0 though, is it? Great. Phenomenal. Lovely. £1.79 for 1.5 liter of cow milk. That is not great. But 95 euro cents for a liter, that's madness. Okay, for oat milk, because I always associate oat milk with being way more expensive than cow milk. So I have no idea the prices just came back this quickly. This, now we did move it upwards. Could that be the problem? Fudge sticks, object. Object gives me a 0 everywhere, that's great. We might need to do map and position. Could that be it? Oh, bounding box. Oh, that's good. We could do bounding box to select the middle. Minimum, maximum. So minimum minus, right? Pushing is a bit of an idiotic move. Instead, minimum, so maximum minus the minimum. Subtract, divide by 2. And then plug it in. Now if we go to shading, if we select the map as a vector, we get nothing. Well, that's interesting. That's quite something. Okay, inputting that makes sense. We want this instead. It's curious that there's nothing. It should do something. Could it be that this needs to be afterwards? No. Damn it, resend it. They've just been flipped. That makes sense. Okay. Z is up, down, X is left, right. Great. Now that we have this, what we want is... Let me have a think. Let me have a think. Plug in the Z into the Y and inverse it. Now, fudge, vector math multiplied by -1. Move this. Alright, not quite. What happens if I just plug it in? Oh! Well, on the x-axis that looks good, but to be honest, it probably would have looked good on the x-axis anyway. Not quite, but still, okay. On the x-axis it looks like it's going from 0 to 1. The y-axis is completely messed up though. What happens if I do this? That's pitch black. This is normal though. Because the x is 0. Right. Yes, x is 0. Damn it, this is rough. This is not easy. You know what? I think I might need to have a think on it on my own. I think that might be it for today's live stream. We've done a fair bit of good work, but now unfortunately I do need to have a think about how to solve this problem, because it's a bit more difficult than it seems. So everyone, unfortunately I do have to go. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to finish this video. At the rate we're going, that shouldn't be too difficult. And for now, I suppose that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!